So MLB released a all-decade team for 2010. I thought it'd be kind of cool to put it all into a team, sim a season, and see how they would perform in a franchise, because some of these players are still playing today. Some of these players have obviously retired as well. And I thought, let's just kind of put them in their prime stats and see how they would do compared to today's competition in baseball. So we're going to do the 2010's all-decade team build, rebuild, whatever you want to call it. So if you guys still enjoy these videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And as always, in the comment section, let me know your all-decade team. So from 2010 till now, that's basically the decade. So I thought it would be kind of cool. Let's test it out. If you missed last video, it's going to be on screen now. It's also going to be in the top corner. Actually, it's on screen over here. And also it'll be in the top corner. Go and click the link to go and give it a watch. And all social media links are down in the description below. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that stuff. Go and give them a follow if you haven't already. So let's hop into this all-decade team. Alrighty, so what I'll do is I'll leave the article in the pinned comment so you guys can check out the first team and the second team, because I couldn't use just the first team because they only selected 2 relievers, so we wouldn't have a full bullpen. And then obviously I need some bench bats, so I took a couple players from the second team that they also came up with for the all-decade squad. So we kind of have all the first team and then a couple players from the second team to make this roster full. So you guys can see the starting pitchers here. We have DeGrom, Price, Scherzer, Verlander, Kershaw, Sale, and Greinke. So for the first team, the actual pitchers were Chris Sale, Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, Zach Greinke, Kimbrel, and Chapman. So that was like the first team for the decade squad. And then the extra pitchers that I took were DeGrom, Price, Kenley Jansen, and Wade Davis. I took them from the second team. So then when you take a look at our closers, this is what we got as well. You also got to take morale boosts into effect. That's why some of these players are a little bit higher rated. We have Yachty and Buster Posey. Buster Posey was for the #1 team, and then Yachty was for the second team. We got Miggy and David Ortiz. David Ortiz was the DH for the second team, so I figured I would just throw him in there, get that extra bat. And then Miggy was the first baseman for the first squad. Altuve was the first team all decade, and then Robinson Cano was second. And then you have Adrian Beltre, who was first. Lindor was first for shortstops, and Tulo was #2. And then for the outfield, the starting outfield was Trout, McCutchen, and Mookie Betts. And then kind of like an extra bat that I took was Jose Bautista. And then the starting DH was Nelson Cruz. Overall, the team is stacked. Very, very good. I'm not too sure how we're going to do this. I think we're going to put... I don't know. How are we going to do this? Maybe David Price over here. Go like this. Put David Price here. Craig Kimbrel here. And go like that. I think that's what we're going to do for the bullpen and the starting rotation. I know some of these ratings should be a little bit higher, but I felt like they're still pretty solid ratings. We don't need to move them around too much. And this is kind of what we're working with for the squad. I feel like Adrian Beltre really needs to be part of this team. How are we going to get him in there? Maybe over Lindor, which is crazy to think about. And then... maybe get him at second over Altuve. This is tough to get everybody involved in this squad. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so this is the squad. It's crazy. I'm thinking about it too much already, but you guys can see we have a crazy good offensive lineup. We've got a really good pitching squad. And if I sit here too much longer, I'm just going to hurt my brain trying to figure out who's going to play what position. So this is the squad. This is what we're rocking with. You guys can see everyone's ratings. I'll kind of quickly scroll over them so you guys can see each person's like contact and stuff. Like I said, I kind of just bumped up everyone's ratings to kind of fit like what their prime would be. So yeah, this is what it is. Catchers are going to be a little bit lower because they don't really have the power that the other positions do have. So that's kind of why some of their ratings are a little bit lower than the rest. But you guys can see like everyone's really solid, and it makes sense. They're an all-decade team. They should probably have some pretty stacked ratings. So that's going to be the team. Let's simulate the year. Let's see if we can win a World Series with this best team of the decade. All right, September time. and it's going very well. We've already hit 100 wins. We're probably going to finish like 120. Yeah, 120. There we go. 124 and 38. Holy cow. That's massive. So we don't know who we're going to play yet. Playoff bracket is on screen. So what I'll do is I saw someone comment that they don't like that I cover like the stats. So what I'll do is I'll move myself probably to the top corner. And then when we sim any games that we need to quick manage, I'll move myself back to the corner. So let me move myself and then we'll take a look at the lineups and everything. Alrighty, so we do have a couple league leaders. Holy cow, McCutchen, it looks like was very high on a lot. Jacob deGrom was high as well. We have Mike Trout for a few things. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly go through them, even though you can't really see who it is because now I'm covering them. But Mike Trout is leading the league for average. McCutchen was doubles. And then we have a lot of ties for like second and first and stuff like that. So I know you can't really see them, but trust me, it's either Mike Trout or Andrew McCutchen. And then pitching, it looked like it was just deGrom. So let's take a look at the awards. Silver Slugger for Mike Trout. We had MVP for deGrom, Hank Aaron for Trout, Gold Gloves for Tulo, Beltre, and Mookie Betts, and then a Cy Young for Jacob deGrom. So Jacob deGrom is gross. It looks like we won the division by 41 games. Holy cow. We scored 1,033 runs. Jesus. So we're first. The only thing that we're not first in is speed. And I actually want to see like team rankings for like home runs and batting average and everything like that. So you guys can see batting average, we were pretty high. 287 as a team is pretty solid. Runs are pretty high as well. Hits, doubles, okay. We tied for second with triples, which is weird because we were one of the slowest teams in baseball. And then home runs, we actually finished second. Wow, okay. All right, so that's interesting to see. Let's take a look at our pitching staff. deGrom was gross. Verlander was gross. Scherzer, not so good. Clayton Kershaw was solid. Chris Sale was good. Greinke was all right out of the bullpen. And then when you look at the bullpen as a whole, besides Chapman, everybody was really good. So I'm going to move Chapman to the like the middle relief squad. And then we'll put Kimbrel as our setup guy and Jansen as our closer. Lineups wise, this is what I'm interested to see how everybody did. Everybody on the bench is pretty solid. Holy cow, in 23 at-bats. Nelson Cruz did pretty well. And then overall, everybody else did really good as well. So we got McCutchen, 300 average, 24 home runs. Solid. Mookie Betts, 300 average, 27 home runs. We got 54 for Trout with a 324 average and 160 RBIs. David Ortiz did really well. We got Miggy, who only hit 22 home runs, but you can see he dropped a lot in rating, probably just because of the age thing. Tulo did well, 290 with 34 home runs. Adrian Beltre did well, almost 30 home runs. Altuve only hit 13 home runs, but you know what? I'll take it still. And then Buster Posey. So the team is gross. I expect the postseason to be kind of a walk in the park. We're gonna get knocked out, aren't we? We're really about to get knocked out in the postseason. First round of the playoffs because I spoke too early and we're taking on the wild card team. That's really what it is. It's because we're taking on the wild card team. Ricky Henderson Field, Clayton Kershaw. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this started. So let me move myself out of this corner because you guys like to see the pitching and stuff. So let me move myself and we'll get this going. All right, here we go. So one hit for us. Double play, which was good because we were looking like we were going to be in a little bit of trouble. And are we really not going to score anytime soon? There we go, Mike Trout. Get us those runs. Make it a 2-run game, and then we got another one. And then we got another one, so it's a 4-run game. All right, here we go. Clayton Kershaw, I need you to just keep pitching well. The offense is doing their job. You're doing your job. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Here we go. Through, what, 7? We got bases loaded with 1 out. That might be a ball game right there. I like that. So, 1 run does score. So oh, okay. Okay, that escalated very, very, very quickly. Holy cow. What? I mean, yikes. Let's go, Jansen. Let's close this out. There we go. So at least we won, but it got a little scary towards the end there. Holy cow. That is, whoa, that was a little scary. So we're going to go to, yeah, we can let Chris Sale take the mound, and then we'll do this and hopefully get the win and not get knocked out by the wild card team. So we're taking on the guy with the sweet mustache, Daniel Mengden, and Chris Davis and Chad Pinder go back to back and make it a 4-0 game. Well, this might be it, because we're down 6-0. Chris Sale, dude, come on. What is going on? We're gonna go to Greinke. Hopefully that stops the bleeding. Hopefully our offense can do something. We only have 2 hits, 3 hits now. We're hitting into double plays. We're in the top of the 8th. We haven't done anything. Daniel Mangden is like wheeling and dealing, having like the pitching display of his life. We're down 6, bottom 9. There we go. That's a good start. That's okay. That's what I like to see. Come on. Really? 3 hits on Daniel Mangden. 3 hits. Are you kidding me? We won 124 games and then we go and lose to the Athletics. How does Max Scherzer only go 2 1/3? How does Max Scherzer do that poorly? How do you have a team that is this good just absolutely lose their heads in the postseason? They absolutely just fall apart and become scrubs. How does that happen? Man, that is very disappointing. That is so disappointing. How did we? Oh man, that's tough. So that's, I mean, it sucks that we couldn't win a World Series with a team this good. But yet, when you look at some of the past rebuilds that I've done in the last few days, I had teams that were a lot worse than this, and we still won World Series. So that's just how franchise is sometimes. And I hope you guys enjoyed the all decades team, or the 2010 decade team build. So I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And as always, in the comment section, get involved. Today, I want you to tell me your decade team build. So maybe give you like your favorite pitcher and then like one for each position. Don't get too in depth, but you know what? Let me know some of your players from the decade. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, hit that like button. On screen now, just kidding. On screen now are going to be 2 videos, my most recent video and also a video that YouTube recommends you check out. So if you haven't seen any of them, go and give them a watch. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.